and then near there's a pind called Lamme and Jatpura. People refer to it as Lamme Jatpura. Two pinds, but it's kind of become one now. And Maharaj utthe gaya near Raikot. Rai Kalla is the ruler of the area. He's got a forge with him, but he knows the worth of what Maharaj actually is, what Guru Sahib Ji are, what they're capable of. So he, out of respect, goes and meets Maharaj, gets off his horse, tells Maharaj, stay with us. Maharaj then goes, send one of your servants to go and find out what's happened to the Shaibzaade and my Mata. Then they suggest Nura Mahi, who will go and we'll go and find out. Now the distance from Sarhand to where Maharaj was is around about 40 kilometers or so, which would take on foot, it would take around about 2 days to travel there, stay the night there, and then roughly it'll take about a day or two to come back. So all in all, you're looking at about 4 days. Yeah, 4 days. And then Nura Mahi goes. On the way there, he sees like little patrols of Mughals, like patrol checkpoints. He hears them talking about Guru Sahib Ji. He hears them talking about, they're praising Maharaj. They're praising Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. The Mughals are our enemies. Praise Guru Sahib Ji, and they say that Guru Gobind Singh Ji got so much Shakti, they've got so much power, that how were they able to destroy so many of our soldiers like that? Anyway, Nura Mahi reaches Sarhand after running non-stop, because that's what the command was from his master, Rai Kalla. He finds out what happened to Mata Gujar Kaur Ji and the Chote Sahibzade. He finds out everything. It's Amrit Villa. Guru Sahib Ji are sitting under the tree, and as they await for Nura Mahi to come back and tell the Sangat, to tell Maharaj to narrate the epic story of Guru Sahib Ji's two brave little lions. That's where I left it last week when we were doing Katha. So let's focus our minds so we can continue and see what's going to happen next. Sari jane aakho Satnam Sri Waheguru Sahib Ji, Satnam Sri Waheguru Sahib Ji. So after Nura Mahi finds out, he makes his way back to Guru Sahib Ji, who was sitting under the tree at Amrit Villa. Rai Kalla is sitting next to Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, and they're talking amongst themselves. They're talking about battles that have taken place. They talk about Anandpur Sahib. They talk about battle strategies. They talk about all that while they're waiting. Rai Kalla said, Maharaj, the Mughal Raja Aurangzeb, bahut badda Murakha. He's a really big Murak, because he thinks he can capture you. Even just to think that is a really big, he's really bahut badda Murakha, he's a big fool. Sitting under the tree, it's now the afternoon. So Nura Mahi set off in the early hours of the morning. Yeah? He set off in the early hours of the morning. Sitting under the tree, it's now afternoon. That same day, it's afternoon time, yeah? Guru Sahib Ji are sitting on the palanga under the tree. Rai Kalla sitting next to the palanga with their three Yodhe warriors, by Daya Singh Ji, by Dharam Singh Ji, by Man Singh Ji, with Guru Sahib Ji. They're standing next to Maharaj, and the people of this area, Sarhand, the people of this area, Lamme, they're all coming to get darshan of Guru Sahib Ji. Unhonu pata lag janda hai ki Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj aage ne the. They're here in this area, so let's go and do darshan of Maharaj. A lot of Sangat come, and there's big lines that go really far to go and meet Maharaj. They do namaskar to Maharaj, they do matha tek to Maharaj, looking at Guru Sahib Ji's beautiful face. Bahut sundar lagde hai Maharaj. Guru Sahib Ji look towards the direction where Nura Mahi will be coming from. Jidro auna hai mud ke udhar nu Maharaj chaakde ne, udhar nu dekh liya. Looking in that direction, Guru Sahib Ji called Rai Kalla. Listening, they say Rai Kalla, has Nura Mahi come back? Someone from you, send someone, look out for him. Time has gone by, time ta nang gaya, he must be here now. Rai Kalla folds both hands and said, Maharaj, wo ta svere gaya siga, he went in the morning, in the early hours of the morning, and Dura. Sarhand is far from him, Maharaj. He will reach the next day. Then he will stay the night. then he will come the day after. So basically tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, evening, Maharaj, Guru Sahib ji stay quiet. They start to talk about something else. They start talking about Raja Bhim Chand, jira aaya siga chad ke from the Pahadi Raje when the Battle of Chamkaur took place. Utthe Anandpur Sahib de vich vi. You had Raja Bhim Chand, you had Kesari Chand. All these Raje were jealous of Maharaj because Maharaj, revolutionary, right? Destroying the caste system, turning cowards into lions, giving the arm banda a kirpan and giving him the ability to fight. So the Raje are seeing all this and thinking that this can't go on. So they get together with their enemy, the Mughals, and then when they surround Anandpur Sahib and all that, they're talking about all that with Rai Kalla. They're saying coming out from Anandpur Sahib, attacking, talking about all the Baitar the Raje. So Baitar the Raje, you might often heard that when we talk about this Katha, Battle of Chamkaur, Baitar the Raje. Bai means 22, Tar means little kingdoms. So across, if you go to Anandpur Sahib, you can see all the mountainous area, right? Amongst all the mountainous areas, there's 22 little kingdoms everywhere, and they're all the Raje, the Pahadi Raje, the Hindus. They're talking about how Anandpur Sahib was surrounded for 7 months. 7 mahine. These are the little facts that we don't really hear about. You know, in the movie Shaibzaade, the children were shocked to hear the facts about how Baba Ajit Singh Ji fought, how it was 7 months that Anandpur Sahib got surrounded for. All these little facts. This is why you should try and listen to Katha. Katha sun ke hi pata lagda hai. While talking, Guru Sahib Ji then said, Rai Kalya, get someone to climb this tree and look to see if Noor Mahi is here. Tell them to check. Rai Kalya then said, Ki Maharaj Ji, he's probably not even reached Sarhand. Aje pahunchya bhi nahi hega Sarhand. If he's going to take a couple of days, Maharaj, I'm telling the truth. And this got me thinking, Ki Sangat Ji, there's levels of prem, there's levels of love that we have with Maharaj. Now Rai Kalla has prem with Maharaj, he has got love for Maharaj. There's no doubt about that. But to have that ultimate level of prem, where you listen to what Guru Sahib you're saying, they'll say something to you, and then you say Sat Bachan, right? I've shared this Sakhi before, and I love this Sakhi. So, Guru Angad Dev Ji Maharaj, before they became Guru Sahib Ji, they did seva of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj would say to Guru Angad Dev Ji, ki at 12 o'clock midnight, that it's daytime, it's daylight outside, ja ke dekh. A person like me would say, no Maharaj, it's 12 o'clock. It's dark outside, nera hai bahar, chandan aji hoya nahi. Maharaj kehte, ja bahar ja ke dekh, chandan hoya hai. Guru Angad Dev Ji Maharaj said, Sat Bachan Maharaj, if you're saying chandan hoya, then chandan nahi hoya hai, it's chandan. One of the tests that Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj did to Guru Angad Dev Ji Maharaj, saying that Sangat Ayya, there's not enough food, and that gotta climb that tree, shake it, and mithai will fall from that tree. Someone like me again would think that's not gonna happen, right? Guru Angad Dev Ji Maharaj kamar kasa karte, Sat Bachan, and go and climb the tree. And when they get stopped and they say that, you know, that's not gonna happen. But Guru Angad Dev Ji Maharaj mentality is such, right? Now I know they're Guru Sahib Ji, but loads of other Guru Sikhs have done this before as well, where his mentality is such where he says to the person who tried to stop him, he goes, whether mithai falls from the tree or not is not my worry. That's not my worry. If that happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. My Guru Sahib just told me to do it, so I'm going to do it. Yeah? So that's the level we should ultimately be aiming for. When Guru Sahib Ji give us a hukam, we should try our best to follow it. And then he goes, Maharaj, it will be tomorrow evening. We said to him to not stop. When you go, to not stop anywhere, just carry on going. He will come running back by tomorrow. Guru Sahib then started to talk about something else again. They're sitting under the tree. Then a third time, Guru Sahib Ji said, someone climbed this tree to check. Is Noor Mahi here? He must be close. And when Guru Sahib Ji ne kehta, it will happen. That's the vichar, that's the mentality we should have, right? That Maharaj ne kehta because, and then Rai Kalla then said to all the people with him, all the soldiers that were with him, Rai Kalla then, hun siyana siga, Rai Kalla is a wise person, aimi nahi koi hega. He said to the people around him, he goes, that Tanu Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj or a Puran Purush, they're perfect in every way. There's no harm in checking. One of you climb and check. They are a Mahapurkh, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj are. Then one of them climbed right to the top. And then uppar chad ke, and uppar ja ke, dekh, looking in the direction where Nura Mahi is going to come from. As soon as he climbs up and he starts to look in that direction, he can see in the distance that Nura Mahi is running towards them. Now, jithe rasta 4 dina da si, it was supposed to take 4 days. 2 days traveling, staying the night, 2 days back. All together, yeah? Uthe ek din chal gaya, ek raat reh ke due din mud ke wapas aa gaya. The Shaktiyan that Maharaj have, time is nothing for Maharaj, right? They can make time stand still. They can speed up the process. They can do whatever they want. The fact that Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj said Nura Mahi must be coming back, that's what it's all about. That Nura Mahi is coming back. If Maharaj has said it, then it's gonna happen. Dunya idhar udhar bhi ho jave, but that bhajan is gonna become pura. Even if you have to get teleported somehow, whatever, but Nura Mahi will be coming back. Rai Kalla, the first time Maharaj said it, if Rai Kalla checked, then he wouldn't be coming back. But Maharaj is showing us, showing the Sangatana, showing Rai Kalla, Guru Sahib Ji are showing us their powers, how powerful our Guru Sahib Ji are. They have to show us mere mortals who are attached to the world. Guru Sahib Ji constantly remind us how powerful they are by doing certain things. Naita Maharaj aren't looking for anybody, right? Look at that. Maharaj is doing a paripkar on us. They're doing so much kirpa on us that they're reminding us. And he could see from far that Nura Mahi is running towards them. Then that person that climbed, he started shouting, Uchi uchi bolan lag gaya, that Nura Mahi is coming. On the guy, he got down. Everyone heard this and got shocked, as you would. And everyone's thinking, how did he come back so quick? In Nasheti Keme, no one can run that fast, right? But some then start saying amongst them that Guru Sahib Ji have all the powers. Sariyan Shaktiyan Hegiyan Maharaj ko. While they were talking and doing Ostat of Guru Sahib Ji, then Nura Mahi arrives. Now, first thing he did was do Matha Tek to Guru Sahib Ji. He folded his hands and sat down next to Maharaj while Maharaj was sitting on the palanga. Guru Sahib Ji said, Nuriya, tell us, what did you find out? Ki pata lag gaya tenu? And then he folded both hands and he couldn't talk. He starts crying. Rona nikal janda oda. And then after a while he said, Ki Maharaj, main thanu ki dasa? What shall I tell you? Maharaj, o papi dost jede ne, they have made your younger son Shaheed. Shaheed karta thode Shaibzaade. Maharaj, they tried to make them Musliman. They tried to, unhone tamkaya, unhone kya Sikhi shaddo, become Muslims. Hearing this, Rai Kalla then said, where did they get arrested? Where did they get arrested from? Tell us everything properly. Sara dasanu. Tell Maharaj everything. Sara kuch Maharaj nu das. They have been waiting here. Nura Mahi folded his hands then said, Maharaji, suno fir. Listen. After they got separated at the Sirsa river, Nadi jithe, Nadi si, othe Gangu mel pe aanu. Gangu met them. Gangu then took them to his house in Kheri, his pind. Gangu, in the movie, they show that he's a chef. They show that he's a rasoiya. But that's not accurate. That's not how it happened. What Gangu was, he was a masand. So his job would be he'd come back to Anandpur Sahib after a good couple of months. He'd come, collect a little bit of money, and then go and he'd do a bit of prachar, come back, collect the money, and that's what he'd do. So he wasn't there all the time. But Gangu ne dekh liya, but he was lalchi. So Nura Mahi keh rahe Maharaj nu ki wo lalchi ya. Maharaj ji, your Mata ji and Chote Shaibzaade, they had gold coins with them. That Brahman is greedy. Oh lalchi bahut लोभी आ वो संगत जी लालच बहुत बुरी चीज हुंदी है Guru Sahib ji have time and time showed us again over and over again especially when we go through Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Jivan on a weekly basis, right? This bit changed my life, and I always say to you guys, right, that I'm learning like everyone else is learning. Bilkul same. No one should think that I know more than anyone else. That's not true. When I heard that when Dan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj go outside this one village, this one share, the Raja of that area, the king of that area, finds out. But when they get there, Maharaj gets there. Bhai Mardana ji kende Maharaj nu ki Maharaj menu bhukh lagi hai bahut zyada. I want to go and get some food by going into the city. Maharaj laughs and says to Mardana, je teri kismat vich likhya hai, if it's in your karm, the food will come in front of you. Whatever's written in your fate, that will happen. Don't worry about it. And then wo gusse ho gaya Mardana. Bhai Mardana ji get gusse and said, Maharaj tusi ta ehjo gallan karde rehende ho. Look Maharaj, I'm not like you. I can't handle the hunger like you can. Ana menu ja khana do, ja tusi mere thode warga bana do, ja menu chutti de do, I'm going to go back home. Maharaj laughs, but while they're talking amongst themselves, someone's walking by from that city. He goes in, tells a few people. The king finds out. The servants tell the king that outside your area a peer has come. Ote ek mahapur khaya. O tarmi siga, the Raja was a faithful person. He had faith, so he knew what you're supposed to do with mahapurks. So he said to his servants, "Khana banao, let's go and meet them." So Nange Peri took his shoes off, humble, went to go and see them. Khana sara rakhta Maharaj age Bhai Mardana ji age, and Maharaj laughed and said, "Look, tere karma ch likhya siga, tai tenu mil gaya, hun tu khala raj ke." So the point of listening to Katha is to apply it into your own lives as well, right? So that changed my life. Ever since that day, I stopped worrying about money in that sense. I didn't worry about money after that ever again. I didn't even check my bank account. I stopped checking my bank account. And with Guru Sahib's Kirpa, money problems are not ever. When I used to work, like, I used to work on weekends as well. I was like, someone asked me to do the Sikhi class on Saturdays. I said, no, I'm busy with work. I used to start at 7 in the morning, finish at 6 at night, doing back-to-back lessons, all because of money. All I thought, paise ban jange. Never got to see that money. Getting always frustrated, ki kaam na kari jande, paise kithe a, whatnot. And then I heard that, then I thought, you know what, let's change our mentality a little bit. Let's forget doing kaam inna. Now, I don't want anyone to take it the wrong way. I don't want anyone to start getting lazy and thinking, kuch kaam di lod hi nahi fere, whatnot. Mara edda bhi nahi keh rahe, right? But put in whatever effort you want to put in, but don't worry about it. Stress na karo. Whatever is going to happen is going to happen, right? And lalach edda nahi cheez hai ki if it's written in your fate, you will get it no matter what. I was listening to Katha the other day, and the Katha Vashi put it in a really beautiful way. He goes, whatever's written in your fate, even if you don't want it, it will still come in front of you. But if you keep something, if you do fraud, ja thagi maar ke, and you steal something from someone thinking main zyada mere ko mil jange, zyada paise aa jange, if you do something like that, because it's not written in fate, no matter how hard you try, it's gonna go. Chal jana hai. That's where you hear stories of people winning the lottery, right? I read this story where this dustbin man won 16 million pounds. A dustbin man won, that would change your life, right? 16 million pounds. Within a year, he blew it all. And he was back as dustbin man after that again. After Saal Baad, he was dustbin man again. Does not prove this point. How can you come back to that? Because he blew it all on gambling, on drinks, on alcohol, on puttiya cheejan, bol sara udata, because it wasn't written in his fate. It was written in his fate, inna miluga, inna cherli, and that's it, it's all going to go again. Jay Hunda Maharaj even said to Bhai Mardana ji, if everyone was supposed, if it was written in everyone's fate, then you think everyone, the whole world, who doesn't want to be rich? Who doesn't want money? But why is there some people are poor, some people are really rich, some people are average, some people, why is it different? Because it's all to do with your own karma. So Ite Gangu is being lalchi. He wanted to steal the gold coins. And then he goes, Maharaj, I heard that Ijira Gangu e Masandasi ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਘਰ ਦਾ Gangu became mitha ਉਹ ਮਿੱਠਾ ਬੋਲ ਕੇ he took Mataji and the kids to his house. He saw that they had gold coins. Mataji and the kids were tired or ਥੱਕ ਗਏ ਸੀ, so they decided to rest at his house. He took the gold coins and buried them in his house. ਉੱਥੇ ਦੱਬਤਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ. After a while, Gangu then said, hey Mataji, be careful in my village because there's loads of chor in this village. ਇੱਥੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਚੋਰ ਫਿਰਦੇ ਆ. There's loads of thieves in our pen. Look after your things carefully, Mataji. If someone takes your things, then don't blame me. So after Mataji and the Shaibzaade got split, after they crossed the river, one of the Guru Kar's servants was also with them, which they don't show in the movie again. And he carried all the saman, and when they got to Gangu's house, he was there as well. Gangu, so his duty, he on his saath ditta all the way to Gangu's house, and utho fir mud ke aap chal gaya si aap de ghar mud ke. But uthe Mata Gujar Kaur ji, when they got to his house, said to him ki saman le andar. And Gangu by now has stolen the gold coins. In his house, Mataji asked the servant to bring all the saman in. The servant then said, Mataji, the gold coins are missing. We have everything else. Shaibzaade the Chote, the Stara, but not the gold coins are missing. Mataji then said, in this house there's no one else. It's the Brahman that lives here and his family. Ask the Onu pucho, Gangu nu pucho, he might have seen it. One idhar udhar rakhta hoga. Ask him if he kept it safe, if he's keeping it safe. That's why he must have hid it. Gangu ne sun liya. He heard this and then he started shouting loudly. Uchi uchi bolan lag gaya. You're accusing me of this? That everyone here in this area, right from Chumkar right from Anantapur Sahib, right to this area, everyone's out to kill you. Everyone's out to kill your son. Aurangzeb is after your whole family. I've kept you safe in my house. Don't accuse me of this. Now Sangeet is the biggest paap that you can do. One of the biggest sins you can do that we told about in Sikhi is being a kirtkan. A kirtkan is someone who's really ungrateful. If someone's done something for you and you forget it, that's one of the biggest sins you can do. Mahaprabhu Sant Ishar Singh Ji used to say in their Katha, they say if someone does something for you, and you're grateful for it, never ever forget it. If you do something for someone, forget it in an instant. Then cheta bhula do that. Because when you start sanaying it to someone, hankar paida ho janta, you start getting ego. Ki main tere liye aa kita si. That's how families have beef, don't they? They start fighting with each other. Main tere liye aa kita te edda kita mere naal. Sare edda fir hon lag janda hai. To start remain humble, do something for someone and forget about it. Gangu Chuchi bolda hai, you don't accuse me of this. If you do accuse me, then I will tell the authorities. Main dasda na jaake. Think carefully before you accuse me. And he goes, Mataji, I don't trust you now. You get out of my house. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that at Adi Rata? And what's just happened? They've crossed that river, almost about to drown. They're split from all the rest of the family. And he's saying, get out of my house. If my neighbors hear that I've kept Guru Gobind Singh Ji's Mata and children at my house, the Mughals will arrest me. This is your son's fault. He didn't do good by killing the Mughals. He wants to challenge Aurangzeb. I've kept you here safe and now you accuse me. Go from my house. Main to chal jo. Uchi uchi bolda. Gangu jada hai. Mataji think. Ud sochun lage ki where can I take my kids at this time? Hun bachche nu kithe leke jaungi main. This Brahma wants to give us up and he's going to go and tell the Chaudhary, and that's what he does. Jada pind da Chaudhary ya, the pind is like the head of the village. In the night, Gangu goes to the Chaudhary's house and he tells him everything. He goes that I've got Guru Gobind Singh Ji's Mataji and I've got their kids with me. Gangu said, let's go to Marinda, which is nearby. Let's go there and tell them that we have the mother and the Shaibzaade of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. And then we will get rewarded. Sanu ka naam miluga, bahut maya milugi sanu. They will give us a lot of money. They will praise us. And then the officer from Marinda will get happy. Then they don't wait. Sheti then they go towards Marinda. They see a group of Mughal soldiers still looking for Guru Sahib and the Singhs. They reach Marinda and they go near to the officer in charge. Utte jaake Gangu said, hey Miyan ji, we have the mother and two of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj's sons with us. Come with us and take them away, arrest them. Don't take long, deri na karo. You can present them to Aurangzeb. The officer then quickly got the horses ready and they set off quickly towards Gangu's Pind Kheri. They moved swiftly. Nura Mahi is narrating all of this to Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj while he's crying. He said, Maharaj, they came and they argued with Mataji first and then they arrested them. They put handcuffs on the Shaibzaade and Mata Gujar Kaur Ji and they took them towards Sarhand. First they kept them at Marinda. If you go there now to Gurdwara Hega Baniya, there's a Gurdwara there where they kept them there. After Marinda they reached Sarhand. Utte jande. As soon as they reached Sarhand, the officer in charge who brought them, he went straight to Wazir Khan and said, we've got Guru Gobind Singh Ji's Mata and children with us. Their children, Sone Sanakhe, very beautiful. If you give permission, shall we take them off the cart that we brought them in? Keep them in the Thanda Burj, the cold tower, that's designed in such a way where the Mughal generals, the officers, during the summer months would sit in that cold tower just to cool off a bit. It was designed in such a way where it was high up without any walls, just pillars. If anyone here has been to India, Punjab at this time, December time, it's really cold. You have to wear loads of layers all day just to get by. And let alone being in the Thanda Burj. Tell the guards to keep a close eye on them. The people of Sarhand start to hear this and they all come running to get a glimpse of Mata Gujar Kaur Ji and the Shaibzade. They all found out that Gangu Brahman was the one that gave them up. Now the people of Sarhand start swearing at Gangu. I said this last week, didn't I? Ki jere dol jande a, the people that waver to this day, stajan to ona di nindya hundi a. We don't praise them in any way. We say bad stuff about them. But jere nahi dole, like the Musliman brothers Gani Khan, Nabi Khan, Bhai Gulabba Ji, all them, we praise them to this day. We praise all the Gursikhs to this day that didn't waver. We waver so easily, we do, because we can put ourselves in that situation, in that situation as well, right? Day-to-day lives, we get so stuck up in this world. When something goes wrong, something goes out of our control, we start wavering straight away. We might blame Maharaj. It's so easy to do that, right? But again, that's why I always keep saying that why it's so important to know your history. Is so when situations come, hard, tough situations, difficult times come in your life, when you remember the great Gursikhs from our history, you get strength from that. And then you're able to handle it with ease. You can handle it so much more easier than the next person. The people of Sarhand start swearing at Gangu, saying that, oh, Akirtakana, Guru Gobind Singh Ji or Jagat Guru, oh, Gangu is a loon harami. Guru Karda Khake, he gave up the Shaibzade Mataji. Guru Gobind Singh Ji have saved so many souls. The people of Sarhand are praising Tan Guru Gobind Singh Ji and they say that he saved so many souls. Their fathers sacrificed themselves for the Hindus. Even the Devi Devte, they fall at the feet of the Gurus. Gangu has done this with Guru Gobind Singh Ji. He won't even have a place in hell after this. Look at the words that are coming out of the mouth of people of Sarhand. He goes that you've done such a big sin, he's done such a big sin. He will be thrown into Kumbhanark. Kumbhanark has been described as one of the worst hells that got made especially for Akirtakans. Because when the first Akirtakan would have come about, the first ungrateful person would have came in front of Dharmaraj. Dharmaraj even said that Inu Kire Nark Sitya because he's done such a big paap. Aida karo ke nama nark banao, jehda na sara gand duje nark da o nark jaoga utthe onu sitto. So people are saying he'll be thrown into Kumbhanark. There's no bigger papi than Gangu. He goes, he'll have to suffer for this. Lakh laanta odete. The people of Sarhand are saying this. There's a big crowd and they can see the beautiful Shaibzaade. The gods came and shoved the crowd to one side. And then they took Mataji and the Shaibzade to the Thanda Burj. They sat them down. Bird, old Mata Gujar Kaur ji sit down with Baba Zoram Singh ji, Baba Fateh Singh ji. And they're thinking, ki hon sada ki banuga? Hon ki banuga sada? I wonder what this Wazir Khan will do to us. O ki karuga? We've come into his lair now. We've come into his territory now. He will get angry with us. And then look, Ite Mata Gujar Kaur ji said, this is all my fault. It meri galti hai. Jo kuch bhi sara hoya meri galti hai. It's my fault. When I heard that first, I was like, I got taken back by that. Mata Gujar Kaur ji saying it. But the reason why she's saying it, we'll learn it in just a moment. Mata Gujar Kaur ji said to herself, she goes, my son, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, kept on saying to everyone, to us all, that let's stay in Anandpur Sahib. Asi Anandpur Sahib de vich hi rahiye. Let's not leave Anandpur Sahib. But I didn't listen to him. I don't know where my son is now. Baba Jeet Singh Ji, Baba Jujar Singh Ji, mainu pata hi nahi ho kithe hon. If we stayed in Anandpur Sahib, we would have been safe. We would have had sukh. It was only a matter of 7 more days. Kyunki Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj sare Khalsa Panth nu us vele kende ki 7 din ho raha, just 7 more days, just stay for 7 more days. Sukh apne aap hi aa jana ya. They'll leave and go from here. But we didn't listen to the Guru's bhajan. And now look. Now apply this to our lives as well. Apply this to your lives as well. That how many times have you heard Guru Sahib's Hukamnama and not followed it? How many times have you heard Katha and learned something new and not applied it to your lives? How many times have you heard Kirtan and you might have understood it and you're not applying it to your lives? Where Maharaj said, Maharaj kende simran karya karo. Do simran, bani padho, amrit vele uthya karo. When Maharaj is saying that, but how many times? And then we wonder why we've got dukh in our lives, why we've got pain in our lives. Sade samne hai, right? Guru Sahib Ji's own Mata Ji are saying this. Ki Guru Sahib da bachan nahi manya, hon sanu dukh bhogna paunga. We're going to have to suffer. Even they had to suffer. That Mata that's given birth to Tan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, even they don't get spared. You might think that, right? So I started thinking that Mata, how come, why is Mata Ji saying this? But Sangat Ji, we sometimes need someone really powerful, someone really high, spiritually as well, for something like this to happen to them. Only then our eyes open. That Mata Ji naal hoya hogi. Asi kaun? Mata Ji then did ardas. Because Sikhi teaches us that no matter what situation you're in, if you're ever in a situation like that, never ever forget to do ardas to Maharaj. Kende, hey Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, rakhya karni sadi, hum ki banunga sada. They stay awake all night, cradling the Shaibzade to keep them warm. Because hun thand bahut ho gaya is vele, the Shaibzade's hands and feet are turning blue. Cold will always affect the old and children. Jehde naujwan hunde, it doesn't affect them as much. But jehdi thand hundi hai, tears start falling from the eyes of Mata Gujar Kaur Ji. In the whole of Sarhand, people are talking in their houses. The news has spread like wildfire that Mata Ji and the Shaibzaade, Chote Shaibzaade are in Sarhand, in the Thanda Burj. People are coming out from their houses. From far, people try to get a glimpse, just to get a glimpse of Tan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, great Mata Gujar Kaur Ji, and their brave sons, Baba Zorawar Singh Ji and Baba Fateh Singh Ji in the Thanda Burj. What happens next, we're going to have to wait till next week. Noora Mahi will continue narrating what exactly happened to the Shaibzade, because he's heard everything, eyewitness accounts of what happened. It's not going to be next week. The week after that is definitely going to finish. We're going to do Samafti of this downstairs. It was going to finish next week, but the Gyani Ji downstairs said that do it the following week because that's when Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Gurpurb is as well. I know we celebrate Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Gurpurb in a way where we're really happy, but this is part of their Jeevan, part of their life anyway. And then we'll do Samafti of this in that Diwan where we'll get Kirtan, we'll get Kavishari, and then we'll finish this in that Diwan. We'll leave that there and we'll continue that next week. Because we're